Yes, people, welcome back. I always look over there, by the way, because I need to check that you can actually hear me and we're actually live. We need a screen here or something so we know. Yes, hope everyone's good. Welcome back to another video. I was unsure whether it was today or Big Steve show. I think we're going to try and get it tomorrow, depending on whether Big Steve's got a car or not. If not, we might be able to sort something out, like do a StreamYard job. But we'll try and get a Big Steve show in this week before Saturday anyway. Maybe at some point in the midday. But big up to everyone. If you haven't already, do us a favour, hit the like button, subscribe channel if you are new. John, you need a manscape. I need a trim. I'm not shy to say this. I need a trim. I'm skint. I need a trim. You know what I mean? I'm going through my rough patch in it. You know what I mean? Hugh's left. I'm falling off, mate. I'm in a midlife crisis. So yeah, big up to everyone. Hope everyone's good. Yes, Craig, party time. Big up. Not seen you for a while. I hope you're good, mate. You're well in the news. Well in the news with this, because this is right down your alley, this kind of stream, especially with all the stuff that's going on. But Hugh, I tried to convince Hugh to stay. He didn't want to stay. He wanted to do things with Joe on his own channel, which is fair, man. Them two have been boys from the get-go. There's no bad blood between me and Hugh in the slightest. But next time, Craig, mate, don't go on holiday, because next time you go on holiday, mate, Ollie will leave and then there'll be no one left. Next it'll be me. I'll just leave and you'll just get empty chairs. But hope everyone's good. We do have news. We do have news today, which is good after last night's performance. I think we can all agree yesterday was really good. We'll go into that in a little bit. But we do have transfer news and weird news as well. Let me go to this screen so you can see. Is this the right one? Yeah. So, who in the chat has seen this picture? The Survivor Sheddy-Had edition. Yeah. Who has seen this picture? Because I've seen this picture, and I think most people on Twitter have seen this picture. Right? Now tell me. Did you think this was Pep extension? Did you think that this was a Pep Guardiola extension? Because I did. There's an unlisted stream on City Xtra right now for Pep extension, right? Man City tweeted saying, something's coming, or we've got something big, or something mad like that, yeah? Hyping it up. And the next picture was this. And I'm like, oh boy, we're gearing up for the Pep extension. Now, I do think there is a Pep extension on the way. I do think he'll sign another contract, whether it be just a year. But Man City have gone out and pretty much baited the world. They put, we have something special on the way. Unlisted stream, serious. Yeah, we've got an unlisted stream saying breaking Pep extends contract. We have to prepare for these things. We have to prepare for these things. But yeah, it says we have something special on the way. And then next, they posted this picture. So I got baited. I think a lot of other people got baited. MCFC lads commented on it, like saying, shake Man City. He commented saying, oh my God, okay, it's happening. The gift from The Office. There's a lot of people that thought this was going to be it. This is going to be the Pep Guardiola extension announcement. And yeah, I've been refreshing Man City's Twitter for the past 2 hours and nothing's come about from it. So if you've seen this picture and you feel hard done by or baited, then yeah, I was also. So Man City, mate, this ain't it. It'll be a Netflix thing probably. Apparently, it's an article, basically. It's an article. The City have posted an article at 2 o'clock on their website about how there's loads of stuff going on with... there's loads of stuff like... They've took loads of nice pictures, basically, with Pep. Could be a Pep documentary as well, but there's an article on City's website about it, about these pictures that have been taken, so... I think we all got baited into just pictures, which is annoying, because I was getting gassed today. I was like, please be the day. Please be the day that we get a Pep extension, especially after yesterday's performance. Yesterday's performance was incredible. On yesterday's performance then, if I do this, is this going to work? Yes, it actually does work. On that, Stefan Ortega, mate. Stefan Ortega, yes, no extension there, not yet. No extension yet is the right way to put it. I do think there'll be an extension. I do think there'll be an extension. I just don't think it'll be today that it's announced. City don't really like doing extension stuff mid-season. I can understand it with Pep, but he does have another year left. So I think end of season is where we'll probably see something like that. Ortega, yesterday, was incredible, yet again. Now, the conversations are there. Should Ortega be Manchester City's number one starter going forward? Or do you put Edison back in? It's a good debate to have. He is good with his feet, Fraser. He's not as good as Edison, but he is good. He is still good. Not sure. Yeah, I'm not. It's a really difficult one because Edison is good. Edison is an incredible goalkeeper. Yes, MCFC kid, mate. I've seen it in the chat. He's an incredible goalkeeper. Matthew French, there is no better number 2 in the world, and I will stand by that. I will 100% stand by that. But Ortega is incredible. He's too good to be a backup goalkeeper. Far too good to be a backup goalkeeper. He offers a bit of calmness. Carter Christie there, yeah, not rash. He offers a bit of calmness at the back. I just think there's something about it, man. There's something about Ortega. And now, me personally, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening in the slightest. I think, genuinely, that Edison will come straight back in as the number 1. But Ortega, apparently, not too happy about that because he's seeing this now as where his career is going to go at Manchester City. So apparently this is the Ortega news that we've got, according to Jack Gordon. Jack Gordon's a very good source as well. Stefan Ortega's reached an impasse with Man City over a new contract. There are differences over financial terms and the length of the deal. Ortega wants the opportunity to be the number 1 at the highest level possible, which is this. This is obviously we play at the highest level possible. He wants an opportunity at that number 1 spot, and if Edison just gets it back again, then I think that'll just dampen it down even more. Ortega now believes he requires a resolution to his City situation by this summer. The goalkeeper recently purchased a property in Hamburg, which is an investment as a family summer home rather than an indication on his career steps. So, the thing is that you've got how do you keep Ortega happy? Ortega wants a resolution to his City career by summer. He wants to either sign a new contract and be the number 1 at this football club, or not. Because at this moment in time, Edison is still the number 1. Ortega, and we've said it time and time again. I say it every time I see him play. Said it a minute ago. He's too good to be our second choice. I don't think Edison steps down from first choice. I think Ortega leaves in summer and goes somewhere and becomes their number 1 goalkeeper, which I have to hold my hands up and just say, yeah, allow that, because he's too good. He is far too good to be our number 2. To be anyone's number 2. Yes, Barlow, tell me 9 months to think Ortega has to leave. Yeah, I agree. Deserves to be number 1 playing the Champions League, but I stick with Edison. Ultimately, I agree with what you're saying. I think that he'll leave. And yeah, we'll stick with Edison, which fairs. Edison's been here for a long time. Yes, Craig, I seen your message, mate. It says, Cheeky's had a very secret meeting this morning at 10 a.m. with an agent who flew in and City black car into City HQ this morning. Was told it was close to a transfer, but they was tight-lipped on who it was. Expecting a here we go in the next few days from Fabrizio. It's already been closed. I'm suspecting it is player with a release clause. So I'm on the phone trying to find out. I'll keep on it. Yes, Craig, party time. He flew in from Portugal, is all I know. He was with Mendes, who was at City, to do Edison's contract extension agreement. If that is the case, yeah, Cade, mate. João Neves. We have been linked very heavily with João Neves. Now, that adds up. That adds up. Big up Bartelli, by the way, for the 9 months. I just kind of glossed over that, but I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. That's interesting. That I think it's João Neves. Doesn't Paqueta have a release clause? Yeah, Paqueta has a release clause, but would Paqueta wouldn't be flying in from Portugal? Paqueta would just be flying him from London, wouldn't he? Whereas João Neves, he'd have to fly him from Portugal. So maybe it's one of these ones. Remember when we signed Bernardo Silva and we signed Ederson? Bernardo Silva and Ederson, when we signed them two, went completely under the radar. We got them both done in like 2 days. Like, it went completely under the radar. No one's seen anything of it. It was just bang, done. João Neves plays in Portugal, and he's got a release clause, and his agent is Mendes. Everything there adds up. Cheeky bringing back Otamendi. Bring back the general. But our news today about last season as well, so makes sense. Yeah, exactly. Now, Fabrizio Romano's come out. I don't really have the slide for this because I wasn't really thinking about that. First, though, the extension with Ortega is on the table until the summer. Be sold if unsigned in summer as he'll book City pure profit. Yeah, Craig, that's what I just talking about then. Ortega's destined to leave, in my opinion. He's too good to be our first choice. He'll go somewhere else and be a first choice there. I don't see him taking Ederson's number one spot, especially with Ederson signing a new contract as well. It just it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. Fabrizio Romano, he came out recently just before we went live. I say just before live, like an hour ago. And he's said that Bernardo is basically not stating anything new, but reminding us again that Bernardo Silva has a £50 million release clause this year in summer. £50 million you can go and get Bernardo Silva for. That is wild. That at any top team, I would be eating that up, mate. I would be getting that done rapid. £50 million for Bernardo Silva is next level. That is next level investment. I don't know why anyone wouldn't want to bring in Bernardo Silva for that amount of money. I think it's very, very good. Very good. Now, obviously, you are teams who can't afford that. I know that he has his dream of going to Benfica. But, yeah, we might. This could be Bernardo Silva's last summer, and I think it's looking likely that it is Bernardo Silva's last season at Manchester City. So, I mean, you got to embrace it whilst it's here. Can Barca afford 50 mil? I don't know. Oh, there, Craig says, the play didn't fly in, just to be clear. The agent flew in with Mendes. Okay, obviously, these big agencies have multiple agents working for them, so it could have been somebody's number 2. Okay, so it doesn't have to actually be... Could be anyone then, really, Craig, mate. Keeps it open for a lot. But João Neves is a shout, and it's someone that we have been linked with before. But if Bernardo leaves, I'll cry my eyes out. I hope Bernardo Silva stays at Man City. I don't see Bernardo staying at City, not this year. I think he's been wanting to leave for quite a long time. He stayed. He got that new contract with a release clause in, which I think made more sense. And then it allowed Bernardo then a way out and a guarantee from City basically to say, look, we can't sell you for less than the value that we put on you. £50 million we see is right. I do feel like he's a player that's worth more than £50 million. Bernardo Silva is incredible, and it's going to be really sad to see him leave this football club. But I just think it's time for him to go. If he still wants to leave now after all these years, it's not going to change. So it'd be sad though. I'd be sad to see him leave. It's not really something that I want to happen. Yeah, that's your Ortega news. That's your Bernardo Silva news. Next up on the cards is Phil Foden, mates. Phil Foden last night. Thought we'd just talk about that a little bit. Phil Foden last night, has he cemented that spot in the midfield? Because I don't want to see this guy in the wing no more. Have I seen the Mike Keegan tweet? I've not, mate. I don't think so. I don't want to see Phil Foden on that wing anymore. I think it's waste. It's a waste. Profit sustainability rules. Oh, we'll have to have a look into that. It's about the change, innit? Yeah, about going to luxury tax. Yeah. I'll have to read up on it. I'll read up on it, and maybe we can have a talk about it later on today. I'm gonna do another stream at 8 o'clock. I think so. We'll do another stream at 8 o'clock, and we can potentially look at it then. But yeah, I think Phil Foden doing bits in the midfield is wild. I think Yesterday's performance again. A lot of people were saying before the game, this is another game where Phil Foden's got to step up, and he did. If you've not seen Daps's tweet on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, when he does the sniper celebration, this is not intended in the slightest, but from the picture that it's taken, it's directly at KDB's head. Now, is Phil Foden KDB's successor? I don't know. Like, it just makes sense. Phil Foden has to play in the midfield. He has to play in the midfield. But he doesn't give... He's not KDB. This is the thing, yeah? When we lose KDB, you're not going to get another KDB. So you have to kind of allow that there'll be a little bit of a difference. And maybe Phil Foden is that little bit of a difference. But I just... The thing is with Phil Foden, yeah, he's sponged off so many players. Like, he's been playing in the wing and sponged off your players like Sane and that. He sponged off players like your David Silva, your Kevin De Bruyne. The guy just sat there and soaked up all this information from all these players and all their styles that is kind of just a hybrid of all these players into one. And I just don't know. He doesn't give me Kev vibes, just like he doesn't give me all out one of these players vibes. He gives me Phil Foden vibes. You know what I mean? He is Phil, the way he runs with the ball. He's very unique. He gives it off his own energy kind of thing, which is good. That's what he needs to as a player. Now, I'm genuinely not sure if this is going to be his long-term thing. With Kevin De Bruyne back in the side, Phil Foden just get pushed out onto the wing, and that kills me, man. It kills me because why? Like, I get Kev has to play in the midfield, yeah? But we need to find a way to play Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden in the mid together. Because that is like dream scenario. The guy's on 31 goals and assists for City this season. That is incredible. That is incredible numbers. Like, we talk about Riyad Mahrez here, who guarantees you Foden can't play in midfield. we talk about... Riyad Mahrez, who guaranteed you 20 goals and assists every season. Like, Phil Foden's past 30 now. He's past 30 now in this season. He has stepped up when we've needed him. And yesterday, sorry, it was mad time to go back playing with no striker. Now, do you know what I mean? Could we not play like that with Haaland in the side? I'm not going to get Phil's cut, mate. I'll leave that to MCFC, lads. He's got the Foden cut, hasn't he? Balotelli easily get 50 goals and assists in a few years in that central role. If he was stuck in that central role consistently, I just think it has to be, man. It has to be. It's just, he's too good right now to not be playing. He's too good to be playing in that mid. He's too good to not be playing that midfield role. He's wasted on the wing, completely wasted on the wing. I think that's why, like, when we do see him play on the wing, you do see, like, our fullback, usually Kyle Walker, he'll be bombing up the wing, and then Foden can kind of cut inside a little bit. But yeah, and then it's interesting actually because yesterday's game, I think we played so well. Our press was so good yesterday. We wanted to get that ball back rapid, instantly. As soon as we lost it, it was suffocating Aston Villa. They couldn't get out of their own half for a long time. And that's what you want to see from City. We want the desire to get that ball back as soon as they lose it. That's what you want to see. It was fast, the tempo was high, and that's the perfect kind of mold from City. Now, Arsenal was a dull game, yeah? And I think yesterday morning, I think it's come out before, Pep Guardiola yesterday morning got all the squad back in for training on a match day, all in for training in the morning, just to work on tactics. Just to work on the tactics and on the how that we play. And clearly worked. It clearly worked. Yeah, this is it. Jack Garney confirmed that Pep Guardiola, he called the players in training in a morning session before beating Aston Villa, doing extra work on the tactical side of City's game after Arsenal. Players went home after the session, then returned later for the kickoff. I just think... Yeah, the epic name, yeah, you are right. We can't have KDB, Erling and Foden in the same 11, unfortunately, because I don't think it's fluid enough to allow that. When Alvarez is there, it can be a bit more fluid out, like, because... He can drop into the midfield a little bit. I just think it's It's crazy, man. It's unfortunate that we like. Obviously, we're blessed to have these talents, but I just want Phil Foden to play midfield all the time, and he can't. He can't. Phil Foden will shine more after Kevin leaves or dropping Kev deeper. I agree, Carlington, mate. I agree, mate. I agree. Real Madrid next week. Yes, Real Madrid next week is a massive game, and obviously we've got to think about that as well. That's you got to think about the tactics for that game. You got to think about how we're going to approach that Real Madrid game. It's a huge match, And I said before Aston Villa, are people concerned with the way that City are playing at the moment coming up against Real Madrid? Now, people have the right to be concerned because I'm also concerned. Not that I'm the figurehead of it all, but I think City fans should be concerned in this. Yesterday was a massive upstep, though. A massive upstep of the way that we're playing. And I think this weekend against Crystal Palace, that has to be, again, another massive upstep. It's another final. I've said this. There's 8 more finals to go in the Premier League. We need to win every single one of these games. I don't see Sheffield United getting any points off Liverpool tonight. You know what I mean? I'm hoping. You know what I mean? Please. But I don't see it being a thing. But I think yesterday was just a massive indicator to what this City side can be. I know it's a reduced Aston Villa side and you can't look into it too much, but I just think the hunger and desire of the players was there. McAtee masterclass. I beg. Just do something for me, innit? Beard game strong, JP. Beard game needs cutting is what it needs. I'm looking homeless right now. But yeah, I think I've not even put Grealish on the list of things to talk about in this, but I know we're talking about Phil Foden, but having Jack Grealish back in the side, I think having Jack Grealish back in the side is underrated. It's underrated. It just shows how much we've missed him. I think he played really good yesterday. Even Doku on the right-hand side played really well. I think we need to be utilising that a little bit more. Doku right wing. Grealish left wing was sick yesterday. You know what I mean? I've missed his cut-ins. Yeah, I mean, hold my hands up, yeah? The only thing I want from Jack Grealish a little bit more is to just shoot a little bit quicker. Like, sometimes he gets the ball, cuts in. I'd love it if you just, like, pinged off a shot. But he doesn't really... I know it's not his game. He doesn't really do that. Or sometimes just go down the byline a little bit. Go down the byline, cut in there. Like, I'd like to see that. But end of the day, yesterday, Jack Grealish was good. And if he keeps up performances like that, again, he goes straight back. He telegraphs his shots. He does. Man sends out a warning. He letter drops it. He letter drops it the week before saying, oh yeah, I'm going to do a shot at this point here. And they all know what's going on. Some more conviction on his shots, yeah. When he goes to shoot it, I always feel like he's not confident. I know all of his shots get blocked, but I just you know what I mean? I just feel like I'd love it if he whipped it in. Ma Ryan, is the Irish kid gone? Yeah, he left. He's on his own channel, though. HMTV, if you want to go find that. Yeah, so that's it. You need to start betting on block shots for Jack every time. Genuinely, Jack Grealish has the most block shots that I've seen. Doku can't shoot. Yeah, Fraser. Doku can't shoot. His final third needs working on. But yesterday, not going to give him any hate. Yesterday was really good. Jack Grealish yesterday, really good. So it's good signs, man. It's good signs going into a really important part of the season. But yeah, it's a mix in my opinion, says Herbal. When you have a clear chance, he doesn't take it. When he does shoot, it's often too late. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. I just think maybe the confidence isn't there when he gets them clear chances. And when he does want to shoot, when he does take his chances, they're always blocked because he's taken too long. I sometimes feel like he doesn't really know what he wants to do, whether he wants to pass or shoot. So he kind of holds it up a little bit. Epic Nin Doku's alright yesterday. I don't rate him as a player. He has so many flaws in his game. However, Epic Nin, you got to admit, he's only 21 years old. And a lot to learn. Do you know what I mean? He's younger than Phil Foden. Like there's so much more for Doku to give. What we paid for is so below par, but wingers do have a difficult time in City sides. The jury isn't out for Jeremy Doku yet for me. He's got a lot of time. People watch this channel for a long time and know that. Anytime we sign any player, I give a player a season. I always give him a season to do it. Do you know what I mean? A season to just get into the swing of things. That's why it was difficult with Calvin Phillips. You give him a season, and after that, he was still dead, but he did go for injuries. I think Doku, man, I think if he works on that final third, I think Doku can be an incredible player. Let Doku cook, says Zilch. I agree. Doku's still way too new. He's very, very new into the City side. Back the players, we've seen the script. Exactly, Tebedy Mark. But yeah, honestly, like yesterday was a very good performance. Yes, told me a very good performance, and a step forward, a massive step forward for us, a huge step forward for us in terms of the way we're playing. Now, getting Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne back in the side is key. We need to be doing that, and we need these performances to stay at a high level when them two are in. And you get that, and then then everything's cooking, mate. Everything's cooking nice. Doku right wing looks very good. Doku on the right looks good. Looks good, man. The moment he gets a 1v1, he cooks them defenders. Every single time he cooks them. Herbal says he's unpredictable on the right wing, isn't he? He can go inside, outside, cross the back line. This could be good for us. Very good performance. I agree. Work on that final third, Doku, is my only thing that I've been saying this season. If he does that, then on that right-hand side, you're not just getting one thing. It's not a one-trick pony like, oh, he'll dush you and go down the byline. Like, he can do so much more. And I think when Phil Foden plays in the midfield, it can allow Doku to move over there. Is Doku willing to play on the right, though? I'd say so. I think if he knows he's going to get more game time, then yeah. Yes, Rose says, hey, Joe, just give God thanks for what he's offering this club/team, Manchester City. He's in everything. I trust him. I thank him. Mate, the fact that we as City fans get to live through this is wild. And we are blessed to be able to watch the City side, definitely. Best strong, Foden has the odd poor game like against Arsenal, but then he always makes up for it by playing amazing in the next game. Exactly. He played incredible yesterday. It gives me Newcastle game vibes. He played really good against Newcastle. Dominant performances where you're looking at it going, star man, he's the one. Do you know what I mean? These are ones that like put stops to these conversations of Saka versus Foden. Do you know what I mean? Like, shouldn't even be debating this. Foden is world class, and he deserves to get his flowers, man. He was incredible yesterday. I hope Foden retires at City. I agree. I can't even prepare for a day where Phil Foden leaves his football club. Do you think Doku will pull off a masterclass against Crystal Palace? There's potential. JP remembering someone was signing Savio, made plans for Foden to be midfield. The only thing is with Foden moving to midfield is Kevin De Bruyne's there. Kevin De Bruyne is there. Yeah, best one, by the way. You are correct there. Saka's a great player. I rate Saka. I like him. I think he's a mint player. Genuinely, I think he's mint. He's great for Arsenal. You can see how much they rate him. But the comparison to Foden, I just don't think is there. Palace lineup would be interesting considering Madrid around the corner. Yeah, so... Tone, that's what I say all the time. Why can't all these players coexist? Do you know what I mean? Why is it always one or the other? Why has there always got to be... Do you remember Bruno Fernandes and KDB as well? Like... Brother, why are you throwing these two names in the hat? Firstly, it shouldn't be a thing, but at the same time, like, why, man? Why can't everyone just coexist? Jack Grealish and Doku, like, why can't they coexist? They showed yesterday that they can play together on the same pitch. But yeah, I think the Palace lineup is a big one because obviously Madrid being on Tuesday, I think it's something that Pep, I don't know if he rotates too much, but Haaland and KDB is going to get them back in the side because surely you'd want them to get game time pre-Real Madrid. You don't want to you won't start Haaland, but then that'd be 2 games in a row that he's not starting Haaland. Palace away as well, Jay. Yeah, Palace, it stinks that game. 12:30 kickoff, by the way. 12:30 kickoffs are the worst kickoffs known to man, and I will not have it any other way. I prefer them 8 o'clock kickoffs. I prefer our 5 kickoffs. I even prefer 3 o'clock kickoffs that we can't even watch on TV in the UK. 12:30 kickoffs on a Saturday are horrendous. Then Friday kickoffs, I mean, schedule me in. 12:30 kickoff Saturday, worst kickoff, mate. I don't know what it is. I've got like this big superstition about it that City don't play well at 12:30, and I could be completely wrong about that, but it's not it. Tom says, what do you think about Jack and Doku wings? Foden KDB together in the middle. I like the idea of that, but then if you put Haaland up top, Foden and KDB in the middle it enters a little bit of chaos. Yeah, best. You love the Hartwell kickoffs. It's nice and early, and you can get. I agree what you're saying, Bestafung. I agree what you're saying in terms of the weekend. I love it. On Saturday, sick. I've got all day Saturday. Do you know what I mean? It means that afterwards we can sort out all the press conference stuff, and we have time to chill, and it's not 11 o'clock at night by the time we're finished. But for football, it's football in terms. I just don't like it. JPS Gator, Bellingham and Vinny Jr. Yeah, he should be. Shouldn't be. But 1-0 written all over it. Crystal Palace at the weekend. We cannot. Again, we can't be complacent at all. We need to win every single game. So you got to step up, man. You got to step up, and I trust in Pep to pick the right team to do that. I trusted him in the Villa game with the changes. I trust in Pep to make the right decision going into the next game. Right. Next up on this, we've got Kyle Walker with the picture, man. Kyle Walker. Now, there is some Kyle Walker news. Real Madrid, obviously, is a topic at the moment. Kyle Walker being back. So City have not given up hope that Kyle Walker will make himself available for the quarter-final first leg against Madrid next week. He's going to miss Palace at the weekend, but he's not been completely ruled out of the Real Madrid game. Now, Pep is ready to give Walker time to prove fitness, believing he's key to City's plan to deal with Vinicius Jr. A final decision will be made by Walker and medical staff. If Walker's unavailable, it's likely that Guardiola is going to pick Rico Lewis to play. So, you met Kyle Walker. Nice. Craig Partizan said City are signing 5 players this summer. 6 of Ortega leads. CDM, left back, right back, and winger. Who do you want to sign? I'll come back to that in a second because that's a good question. That Stones plays right back if Walker's not fit versus Madrid, playing all your centre-backs. I kind of rate that. If Stones gets some game time against Crystal Palace, I kind of rate that, you know. I like that idea. I just think, like, Kyle Walker being the side, as much as he's not had the best of games this year, his season's been very up and down from someone who we've always relied on. He's very good, Kyle Walker. I just think this season hasn't been it for him. He's had some good games, yeah, but he's also had some terrible games. Now, Real Madrid is something that, even though he's been having stinkers, we've all said collectively that Kyle Walker needs to be in these games, like the Vinicius games. Having said that, Tone, you are right. Akanji playing and Stone. You can have Akanji right back, Stones, Diaz as centre backs, and Vardy left back. I'm happy with the full centre back thing. I'm happy with that. I don't have a cause for concern there. The pace would be mad. I think I'd prefer to run with the all centre back mode than play Rico Lewis. That's no slight on Rico Lewis. I do think Rico Lewis is good. I just think having that back four, I don't know. There's a bit more solidity when you add that all the centre backs in. But yeah, that's the current moment with Kyle Walker. So he's on the way back, basically. He's on the way back. So we'll have to. Obviously, we've got to wait and see. We just got to wait and see. Hope that he is fit. And even if he doesn't play, at least we get the option. The options is what we need. Best I feel like we should buy another left back. It's weird, isn't it? Because we play Vardy on left back. We played a Kanji left back at times. Rico Lewis has played left back at times. Sergio Gomez, obviously, I imagine he'll be gone in the summer. You've got Vardy, he's basically playing left back. Obviously, like I say, Ake. Man's found the worst Walker photo. If you go on this channel's header, it is one of these, right? Every time I search for Kyle Walker photos on OneFootball, these are what come up. All of these pictures, every single game, Kyle Walker does this picture. Every single game. So forever, I will always use these Kyle Walker pictures. Yeah, Kanji plays left back sometimes too. So, yes, Luzuli, how you doing, mate? I just think that there's... I just think we need to... Sergio so close scored yesterday. I know the GOAT, man. GOAT miss. Sergio GOAT miss. But yeah, I think we do need to look at signings. And I think, is that it for all the news? It goes back to Pep, it does. Big up to all the people that got baited again by this. If you haven't already, do us a favour, hit the like button, subscribe channel if you're new. Hit like if you thought that Pep Guardiola contract extension was today, because I did. That was me. Man City baiting everyone for just an article. B says about Craig Party Time, said I go back to this. That City going to sign 5 players. We can go back at Ortega 6 if Ortega leaves. So, a winger, a cam, a right back, left back, and a CDM. Right. So, winger, cam, right back, left back, CDM. Let's break it down into each section then. We'll start with CDM because I think the CDM will be Joshua Kimmich. Sergio Gomez is a winger, isn't he? He is a winger. Gomez is a winger. We just play him a fullback. He's a winger. He plays Spain right wing. We play him left wing. I think we're going to go get Joshua Kimmich as our CDM. I think we'll go all out for the Joshua Kimmich. I think in summer, there's rumours that we lose a high-profile player. Now, maybe that is Bernardo Silva. I think Bernardo Silva leaves. Definitely. Obviously, Calvin Phillips is gone. João Cancelo's gone. Bernardo Silva gone. The rumour is that City want to up the squad depth a little bit. Sergio Gomez gone. There's even talks of Rico Lewis getting low now, but I don't think that'll happen. I hope Rico Lewis stays. I don't think we need to sign 5 players. A couple more. Sure, we definitely need a new left back. Maybe a cam too. Other than that, though, I don't know. CDM. I don't see us signing 5 players. If obviously Calvin Phillips is leaving, I think we're either going to go get. There's a rumour, obviously I think it's Tom who said this, if Pep gets his own way, that he wants Bruno Guimaraes and, what's it called? Paqueta. So, I think it's going to be Bruno or Kimmich as your CDMs. So that's one position gone. If we get Kimmich, also he can play right back as well, a bit of versatility, so I'm not sure if we'll all go full out for right back. If you wanted to go get a right back, Jamie Frimpong is the one that I think everyone wants, really. Left back, I don't think we go sign a left back. I think Sergio Gomez goes. I think we're fine with Ake and Vardy all playing in that role. Like we said before, Akanji can play that system as well. Gomez a pocket, Vinny. I don't see us getting left back. So CDM wise, if you got Kimmich, he can play right back as well. So it's 2 birds, 1 stone. But then if not Kimmich, Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle. I'd be shocked if we signed an actual fullback. I agree, Tone. A cam is Paqueta. Zach Emerson, mate. I was going to join. A big fan of Ortega. Mate. I'm a very big fan of Ortega, but does he get your number 1 spot right now? Because for me, it's still Edison, and I think having said me saying that, I think basically sums it up. I think Ortega leaves in summer. CDM Kimmich, Cam Paqueta. Your winger B is Nico Williams. Ah, okay. I think the winger's Savio. Winger Savio, if it works. If not, then he'll get binned off to Girona. I think CDM is Bruno Guimaraes or it's Kimmich. Davies, for good Davies, has gone to Alphonso Davies. He's going Real Madrid. They've already agreed it. Bernardo Neves swap equals 70 million plus Bernardo. Bernardo has that. What about my boy Echeverri? Echeverri apparently is on the way to Girona straight away. So we're signing 5 or 6 this summer. The 6 depends on the goalkeeper playing. 100% so we're signing a left back this summer. A left back? Wow. Well then, I have no idea. To be fair, we were in for that. Did he go Brighton? That Argentinian, done it. Cabore. Ortega got to stay. Man's too good. Unless I might get injured again. The issue is professionally, Ortega wants a resolution to his Manchester City contract by summer, and Ortega wants basically to challenge for that number 1 spot. And if he knows that he isn't going to be able to challenge because Ederson is the number 1, don't see it happening. Don't see it happening. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see Echeverri at Girona as well, Balotelli. Goalkeeper then. If this man is to leave this football club, who's your backup goalkeeper that you go and get? Because I think this is a really... James Trafford, he's having a stinker, innit? With Burnley. Love James Trafford as well. Do you know what I mean? He played for Bolton, did bits for Bolton. Nick Pope. So I don't know, man. De Gea, free agent. He's saying. The issue with Ortega is, I mean, we went and got him. Was it a free? I think we got him for free, didn't we? We went and got the third best shot stopper in the Bundesliga, and now we're stuck because he's too good. Kobel. Now there's rumours about Bayern Munich getting Kobel. I don't think that's how I say his name. Is that Kerbel or Cabell? Oh, Nana. I mean, to be fair, Onana's not good enough to be a first choice. It's a hard choice. I can't think of many players from many Ramsdale. We can snatch him. No, I don't see us getting Ramsdale. I think he'll want a number 1 spot somewhere. I think he'll go Chelsea. I think Ramsdale ends up at Chelsea. I don't know what it is, yeah? Arsenal and Chelsea love sending players to each other, even though they're both like Derby Day kind of thing. They love it, them. Absolutely love it. Needs to do everything to keep Ortega. I know. I just don't see it, man. Kepa. Isn't Kepa third choice? Obviously, and Kepa won't happen, but isn't Kepa third choice at Real Madrid now? Isn't the Southampton goalkeeper on loan from us? Mindfully, you're thinking of, what's it called? Bazunu. I think we actually sold him. Bazunu. Gavin Bazunu. I think we actually sold him. Walker. Yeah, get Walker in there. And just anyone but Stefan. Zach Stefan. Yeah. Arsenal loves to especially send their worst players to each other. Maybe it's a plot to make the rival worse. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Why do you think Ortega will leave? He's too good to be second choice. And I don't think he's going to be happy with not being that number 1 spot. Oh, there you go. Craig Party time. Left back deal is closed for Miguel Gutierrez. Would cost City 17.5 million, with Real Madrid not taking their option to buy him back. There we go. There's your left back. Decent. Zvila from Roma. Shout. Zach Steffen wasn't too bad. It was what that one game, yeah, best friend. That one game did kill Zach Steffen's career. Buzzing then. Miguel is the left back for us. Miguel's that left back. He's the one that we want to get. But yeah, mindfully, isn't his prime. Ortega doesn't want to be on the bench. It just absolutely makes sense for Ortega to unfortunately leave the football club in summer. The goalkeepers in City's rated for the last 4 years. He's Roma. Oh, it's Villa. Yeah, that's what someone just said as well. As if Craig Party time. Well in. Who said that? Pumla Banda. Yes. It's Villa from Roma is the one. Stefan not even first choice for his country anymore. I know. Zach Steffen's fall off has been wild. Caballero was about right level for a City number 2. Yeah, Caballero was a very good number 2 for City. I think because you got Ortega's too good. There's levels in it. So Ortega's too good, and then you've got. I guess it's not Miguel Almiron, mate. I don't know too much about him either, but I know that he's rated quite well. Ortega's too good. Caballero, he did fit that fine line. He fit a good line of this is what we need for a backup. Should we just go get him back? I think he's retired, hasn't he? I am the new agent. Yeah, Pumler's the new goalkeeper scout. I want updates, Pumler. I want you to watch every Roma game now going forward. I bet Ortega could save a pen. Don't recall Eddie ever stopping a pen. I said this, Lazuli, right? I can't remember Ederson stopping a penalty, but people tell me he has. But I just can't remember. Apparently Big L's left Girona, or will do. Maybe we could convince him to come to City. Copy JP. Yeah, there you go. Real Madrid own 50% of Miguel Gutierrez. And with them signing Davies, they won't take him back this summer, but they get 50% of the transfer fee. That's fairs. Fairs. Wait, there's a promising looking Georgian goalkeeper I know, but I've got his name. Let me find him. Didn't Eddie save against Leicester? I honestly, I can't remember. De Gea would sign, yeah, as well, can't Christie. De Gea would sign a contract with City. Just to prove something. Just to prove something like beating United. That'd be funny, that. But yeah, that's what about Bono? Isn't he in Saudi? He saved against Everton like 2 seasons ago, was it, Jay? Yeah, I don't remember it. I don't remember. That's why, like, it's wiped from my brain. Truth is, Edison's one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and Ortega's current backup goalkeeper. Yeah, that's the fact that Ortega is a backup goalkeeper and Edison is one of the best goalkeepers in world football. But I think you just gotta give props to Ortega. He's very good, and he's too good to be a number 2. I think it's time for him to move forward in his career and go be a number 1 somewhere. I'd love that to be at Manchester City, but that would be at the cost of Edison, and I don't think that's a cost that I'm willing to take. I love Edison. I think he's an incredible goalkeeper. Makes me sweat, but love it. And if somehow we can agree a new deal with Ortega and keep him happy at this football club, then fairs. Absolutely fairs. I would love that. No way. Craig Price at Jan Couto's refused the 3rd contract offer from City to extend. He'll have to be sold this summer if he doesn't sign. The signs he will do pre-season at City to see if he's any good or not. Fairs. Carlton Christie, please send Ortega out of this league. Yeah. We can't be signing to a rival. Too good. Honestly, this is what we were talking about yesterday, right? Yeah, Craig, he does seem very lightweight, doesn't he, to be that position? Yeah, he seems that was my initial thoughts on Jan Couto as well. This is my kind of I've never heard of him, best of all, mate. This is my kind of thoughts on the Ortega situation. Then I do feel like if Dortmund get rid of Kobel, as he called, and he goes to Bayern Munich because they're having goalkeeping issues, they sign Ortega. I think that's a good move. Ortega then goes and be number 1 for Bayern Munich. Georgia Kingclad's regen as a goalkeeper. Yeah. Sell Q 35 million, activate Frimpong 40 million, release clause, done. I'd love to get Frimpong. It's so annoying that these players used to play for City. Like Douglas Luiz, we should have got him back. Frimpong, you know what I mean? Like, it's annoying, but it is what it is. Sometimes these players just turn into worldies. Palmer, I mean, these players just turn into Donnies. Yeah, Craig, if we get a £30 million offer for Jan Couto, City going to be all over that. And you'll get all the heads on Twitter saying that we're cheating. That's what'll happen. You get all the heads on Twitter being like, City are cheating, this can't be real. They're putting in fake bids. I mean, it's not it. But yeah, that's your City news for the day. Until now, anyway. Unless later on, Pep Guardiola signs an extension, which I doubt it. I know I was baited by the picture, but I doubt that he actually signs an extension now. But that's all your City news. It's been a good hour, like 50 minutes or whatever it is. I appreciate everyone in the chat. Appreciate all the people who super chat. Appreciate the member chats that I got. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe channel if you are new. Sign the contract, Baldy says, man. Agreed. I don't think this will be Pep's last season, best fun. I think Pep does sign an extension. So as much as I was baited by that, unlisting streams and everything, getting graphics ready to full send, and I know that they baited it. I do think that City and Pep will sign an extension. I don't think this will be the season coming up will be his last season. Don't see it. But I'll be back later on about 8 o'clock with another stream. And unless, like I say, Pep signs an extension, then I will be back a lot earlier. Don't see it happening though. But yeah, I appreciate everyone. Big up to Craig Party Time with the news as always, man. It's massively appreciated. Hope you enjoyed your holiday. And yeah, we're back at 8 o'clock. Like I said, there will be a schedule coming out as soon as I can confirm. We're gonna have a schedule every week, basically on a Monday, that you can see all those stuff that's coming out for that week. Like every single stream will on Monday, you'll be able to see everything we do for the week. It's just hard to confirm things, so getting it confirmed is like the next step in that process. So as soon as I can get things confirmed, we'll have a schedule out for you. But until 8 o'clock tonight, enjoy the rest of your day with whatever you're doing. Big up to all. In a bit.